One region in Ontario has posted the lowest crime rate in the entire province for 17 years straight. Statistics Canada confirmed it again in 2024. Three GTA cities sit inside that region, and the vast majority of families searching for a home right now have never once used that fact as a filter. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which cities those are, why it matters for your monthly costs, and how to use it to make a smarter decision. My name is Gaurav. I am a realtor based in the Greater Toronto area, and I have spent years helping families find their perfect home. Here's what we are covering in today's video. I am ranking every major GTA city across 5 parameters: school, safety, affordability, commute, and livability. And I'm going to show you where the real value is hiding right now. Let me walk you through the framework quickly because the methodology matters as much as the numbers. Schools. I'm using the Fraser Institute's annual report card on Ontario schools. Every school scored out of 10 based on standardized academic results across multiple years. This is not one good year, but sustained performance. Safety. I use Statistics Canada's Crime Severity Index to gauge the safety of a city. This doesn't just factor how much crime happens, but also how serious it is. Affordability. This is where most people's framework breaks down. I'm not looking just at the purchase price, I'm looking at the full monthly cost. Mortgage, insurance, cost of living in that city. Two cities at the same purchase price can run $400 to $500 apart every single month depending on the cost of living in that city. Commute. I have looked at GO Transit travel time to Union Station during peak weekday hours to identify how commute friendly a city is. Livability. This is the infrastructure that shapes what your day actually feels like outside of work and school. I've looked at parks, recreation centers, healthcare access, and walkability scores. Alright, now let's get into the cities. Tier 1 cities score at or near the top across all 5 parameters, and their prices reflect that. These aren't first-time buyer cities for most people, but understanding why they rank where they do will make any decision you take regarding buying your home better. Oakville. 4 of Ontario's top 20 secondary schools are in Oakville. No other GTA city concentrates that level of academic performance in the same geography, and it holds year after year. In safety, Oakville sits in Halton region. This region has posted the lowest crime severity index in Ontario every single year for more than a decade. When you buy in Oakville, you're buying a safety profile that nothing else in the GTA matches. And here's something most buyers don't think about until they see their first insurance bill. Home and auto insurance premiums are calculated partly on the crime profile of your postal code. Halton region's record translates directly into a lower monthly cost compared to Peel or parts of Durham. Next is commute, which is 30 to 40 minutes into the Union Station. It is one of the strongest on this list. The latest TREB data puts the average price across all home types at around 1.3 million, with townhomes starting around 800,000. Oakville is the only city on this list that leads every single parameter at the same time. The price isn't inflated relative to what it delivers. If you can reach it, then the case is straightforward. Markham's strongest card is school. The York Region District School Board consistently ranks among the top performing boards in Ontario, and that consistency holds right across its various neighbourhoods. Safety is significantly better than the GTA average and much better than Peel and parts of Durham. Commute runs 30 to 45 minutes into Union Station depending on your neighbourhood, and cultural infrastructure, recreation facilities, and commercial areas have been built and refined over decades. Markham has some of the most established family communities in the GTA. The TREB data puts the average price across all home types at around 1.1 million, with townhomes again starting around the 800,000 mark. If York Region schools are your primary filter and your budget reaches that range comfortably, then Markham is your answer. Burlington is the most underestimated city on this list, and I say that having shown a lot of families around this market. It sits in Oakville's shadow, and most buyers never slow down long enough to see what's actually there. Burlington is in the Halton region. It has the same crime severity index as Oakville, same police service, same 17-year provincial safety record at a meaningfully lower price to Oakville. Schools sit above the Ontario provincial average under the Halton District School Board itself. The city also boasts of established family neighbourhoods like the Alton Village, Millcroft, and Orchard. Places like the Spencer Smith Park give Burlington one of the stronger community footprints in the West GTA. The TREB data confirms that average price across all home types sits at around $1 million, with townhomes starting around $700,000. And that price gap is real. I see buyers walk past it every week. If you're trying to figure out whether Burlington or Oakville makes more sense for your budget and your family's priorities, well, that's exactly the kind of conversations I have with buyers all the time. Tier 2 is where the most interesting value in the GTA exists right now. These cities score strongly across all 5 parameters at price points that are actually reachable for first-time buyers and young families. Vaughan and Thornhill are strong across the board. Schools sit inside the York Region District School Board with the same consistency as Markham. Maple, Woodridge and Thornhill are well-established communities with strong commercial and recreational infrastructure built over decades. On livability, this corridor holds its own against anywhere in the York region. And where Vaughan genuinely pulls ahead of the rest is transit. The commute into Union Station runs 30 to 35 minutes on the go. For a family where one or both partners commute daily, that difference in door-to-door time adds up fast. The March 2026 TREB data suggests that an average price across all home types is around 1.1 million, with townhomes averaging around 800,000. The premium over the rest of the board is built on commute convenience. Newmarket refrains the entire York region conversation for a first-time buyer, and it's one I find myself having more and more with clients lately. It has the same York Region District School Board as Markham and Vaughan, same board level consistency, same strong safety profile, and the March 2026 data confirms that an average price across all home types is around 950,000, with average townhome prices being around 850,000. Now that price gap exists entirely because of commute. Newmarket runs 60 to 65 minutes into the Union Station on the Go Barrie line. Newmarket itself is an established community with solid recreation and infrastructure growing steadily. If you're considering York region, then Newmarket should definitely be considered. Whitby is the strongest family city on the east side of the GTA when you score all 5 parameters together. Schools consistently rank above most other east side cities in Fraser Institute rankings. It has a multi-year track record, and that sustained performance is what actually matters when you're choosing a city your kids will grow up in. Durham region carries a good consistent safety profile, better than the GTA average. It is not at Halton or York region level, but meaningfully stronger than Peel. And as per the March 2026 data, average price across all property types is at 860,000, and for townhomes it is at 760,000. Commute runs 55 to 60 minutes into the Union Station, and Whitby has one of the better municipal recreation setups in the Durham region and a well-developed neighbourhood infrastructure that reflects decades of family-focused growth. Both Ajax and Whitby cities are in the Durham District School Board, but Whitby consistently outperforms Ajax in Fraser Institute ranking. Now, Ajax's safety is comparable to Whitby due to the solid Durham region profile. The March 2026 data confirms that average price across all property types is around 850,000, and for townhomes is around 750,000. This is one of the most accessible east side entry point on this list. Commute runs around 50 minutes or so to Union Station, marginally shorter than Whitby. If schools rank above price on your list, Whitby's slight premium is worth it. If commute is the top filter, then Ajax wins that comparison cleanly. If you're not sure which one fits your situation, that's a 15-minute conversation. Book a call through the link in the description and we'll map it out together. I've been a realtor in this market for years, and the one thing I've learned is that the right city isn't just about the price on the listing, it's about the full picture. Schools, safety, what your commute looks like at 7 a.m. and what your neighborhood feels like on a Saturday. That's what I try to help every buyer I work with actually see. If you're a first-time buyer in the Greater Toronto area and you want to sit down virtually or in person and build out your actual home buying strategy, the link to book a free call is in the description. The conversation will be an education session about what makes sense for you. And if you're not ready for that conversation yet, but still want to educate yourself, then I have recorded a first-time home buying webinar which covers your entire journey from day one to the day you get the keys to your new home, including the mistakes that cost people money before they ever get their keys. You can watch it at your own pace. The link is in the description. If you found this video helpful, then share it with someone in your circle who's trying to figure out where to buy their home. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.